Yo, yo, yo. What's up, guys? Good morning. Today is the 21st of August. We're going to take a look at a few different things here. We're changing the format up, just tweaking it for perfection. We're going to take a look at the the Bitcoin Fractal that we've been watching all week. Take a peek at Tesla and a few coins that we've been eyeing. OMG, BAT, ZRX, and NEO. So if you like the show, please give it a like. If you don't like the show, give it a dislike. And subscribe. So we will get it started. Yo guys. I finally got the Cybertruck. Thanks to OMG blasting off. So why don't you get in? Let's take a ride. Well, that was a failed scene transition, but good enough. That was my first try, and thank goodness nobody's here yet. So here we are in the OMG's Omegos Palace, Trading Palace, and it's an honor to share this palace with all of you. As you can see, I have my beautiful Bitcoin statues over here. The place smells of mahogany and fine books. It's a little bit of an upgrade. We've been traveling all around the universe, and we finally found our trading arena. So let's get into the coins, get into the ideas that we're here for today. Steven, welcome. Thank you for the follow, brother. So this Bitcoin Fractal, still playing out. We started watching this, I don't know, at least a week ago, and the resemblance is eerie. So for those that are just joining us today, we are looking at this fractal that started late April, where we ranged for about 3 months from 8,000 up to 10.5. It was a scary time. It was a boring, scary time. And so what we identified here is a structure with 1, 2, 3 slightly higher highs. The highest high being in the middle of the formation, around June 2nd. And the fancy part is that we're seeing it play out again. Let me pull this up a little bigger. So we have the rally up, it's behind my head, to the first high, a pullback, a second higher high, and then we have this strong selling. We see that again, starting June 27th. We have a rally up to a high, a pullback, into a second higher high, and we have that same sell-off, brought us down to 10.5. So far, almost identical. Off of the initial sell-off, we see somewhat of an M touching the top of a newly created descending trend line, which brought us back to the bottom of the channel, and then finally to our third highest high in the formation, 10.5, June 2nd. We see a very similar move again. Off the bottom, we don't quite touch that trend line the same way we did the first time, but we do have what looks like an M with a second touch to the top and a sell-off back to the bottom. Now in the last few days we've been following this, we actually predicted both of these candles. The daily candle on the 17th and 18th, using this fractal. We saw a bounce off the bottom, which led up to a new third high in the middle of the formation, hopefully. I had estimated that that high would be 12,320, but Bitcoin being Bitcoin brought it all the way up to 12.5 and change. Blew past the targets, as Bitcoin typically does. A lot of energy that day. However, we knew, looking at the fractal, that a sell-off was likely the next day. And that's what we got. I mean, so far, we are really following this to a T. If we continue following it, it's likely that we'll see maybe a week, maybe less. I'm expecting this fractal, as they typically do, to play out again in a shorter time frame. Fractals are almost never the same size repeating. Typically, you'll see fractals getting smaller or getting larger with each iteration. And that's typically a good way to determine if your fractal is invalidated. If we range sideways up here at 11, longer than we did at 9, then this isn't a fractal anymore. So that's far away, something to keep an eye on. But we can see that we spent a bunch of time very slowly crawling up just to sell off. And now you can see that with the ghost bars here. And that's likely what we'll see here again. 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 days perhaps from now. So starting Monday or Sunday could be a good time. We'll expect to fall out of this ascending trend here down to, according to the fractal, 10.3. Could be anywhere from 10.5 to, or 11.3, 11.5 to low 11s, maybe 11,000. What is most important about this upcoming potential sell-off is that it doesn't breach the already established low, the previous low. Put that up there for you guys. As you can see right here at 11.11111. As long as this sell-off that should be coming 3-4 days does not go below 11.11111, it's still pretty much just fractaling, still in the pattern. Something else we wouldn't want to see to follow the pattern is we also wouldn't want to see in that time period a move up above 12.5. That would make for a fourth high, which doesn't fit our pattern. So that as well would invalidate it. To follow this, and the reason that we would like to follow this, there's no guarantee, but the reason we'd like to is because we see pretty much just a consolidation period. We're likely seeing oscillators cool off, RSI, Stotch, whatever you guys follow, cooling off as we travel sideways, and then creating a move up. That might look something like this, moving sideways around the 11.5 range till I'm estimating mid-September. Could be shorter. Really, what I did is I took about half the time period, the previous fractal. So far, that's fitting really well. And then what we'd like to see, obviously, is a move up. Seeing a measured move that would bring us just under 14,000. However, more macro fib action has actually has us looking up here around 16,000 flat. So the reason we want to follow this fractal is because there's some very nice gains to potentially be had here. What a move like that would also do, I'm sure you're hearing a lot of TA around these lines. People are pointing out what is possibly an ascending wedge. We'll say ascending wedge. Typically not a super bullish sign. People are probably looking at something like this. What that fractal would do if it reiterates again, we have a larger move up, is it would break that, creating likely ascending channel, something else. So if this fractal plays out faster and can create a higher measured move up than previously, it'll really reshape the macro condition of the market, breaking us out of what is potentially bearish or a weak rising wedge. Sweet. So let's move on. Next topic. We want to take a look at Tesla. Tesla is doing amazing. Cannot complain. It has been following our targets pretty much to the T. Pretty much to the T. We skipped a little pulling back that we expected. But if you guys were here the last few weeks, you would have seen this evolve, unravel. And we are quickly approaching the date for the split. Now, I'm still a little confused on this personally. I've read about it, but the answers are, I don't want to say vague, but don't really fulfill my questions the way that I'd like. So it's my understanding at this point that the 21st, which is today, is the day before, or the day for the split recording. Those who own shares on the 31st will receive 4 additional shares for each share they own now. So on the on the 31st, we'll have the split officially, and we will see price be what is essentially divided by 5, which would leave Tesla at about $400 a share right now. Your value in Tesla would not directly change because of that. It may be 400, but you own 5 of them, so that's 2,000. I pulled up this article to take a little look, to use, I don't know, someone else's words, because maybe they can explain it better, but I didn't find this brought me any clarity. So, Tesla has announced a 5-for-1 stock split. The split takes effect on August 31st for each shareholder of record on August 21st. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I would assume. But then it gets a little confusing again. So the split happens automatically in your account. You're not required to do anything. Here's where it gets confusing though. So if you own shares of Tesla before the market open on the 31st, so I guess that includes the 30th market, post-market, and then pre-market 31st, you will own 5 shares for every one you hold. The stock price is reduced by 1/5, obviously. For example, if you hold 100 shares of Tesla, trading at $1,500 a share, after the split, you will own 500 shares of Tesla at $300 per share. Cool. This also works for contracts. Essentially nothing changes. Everything's divided by 5. However, this is the part that gets me a little confused. If you sell Tesla shares after the record date of August 21st, but before the 31st, you will sell them at the pre-split price. Okay, that's obvious. You'll not be entitled to the split shares, obvious. But if you buy Tesla shares after the record date of the 21st, But before the 31st, you will purchase shares at the pre-split price. Following the split, you will receive the additional shares. For example, on August 26th, if you buy 100 shares at $1,500 a share, you'll pay $150,000, and you'll receive an additional 400 shares after the split. So what confuses me is, why does the 21st matter? I hope somebody in here can answer that, but I assumed it was like the 21st you're locked in. If you bought shares after the 21st, I assumed you wouldn't be getting the split on the 31st. But that is not congruent, at least what TD Ameritrade is saying. So I don't understand, I suppose, the significance of the 21st. Because originally it had said that shareholders of record on August 21st can participate in the split. But then it says again on the 26th, if you purchased Tesla shares before the 31st, then you'd also participate in the split. So that wording got a little confusing for me. And I don't really think it's confusing. I think it's unclear, at least by that article that I read. Let's pull up Tesla here. Tesla smashed all of our targets on the way up. Pulled back not quite as much as we would like, typical with a little FOMO action. Getting messages. Hope everything's alright. I'm gonna power through this though, because I want to have the beginning of this episode wrapped up with lots of topics, and then we can get into the free time, and that way people watching the episode later will want to watch just the beginning, and they'll stick around instead of being confused. So where were we? Yep, moving up. We have a measured move target, and I was assuming this was before the 21st, but now I'm guessing it's actually only necessary before the 31st. We had called that Tesla would make a new all-time high before the split. Done. Happened on the 17th. We have a measured move of 2214. That would be quite... That would be quite a move in the next 10 days. Really only 10% up from here. But from when this measured move was made out, man, that is almost a 50% gain. My advice, which is not financial advice, it's my personal opinion, has remained the same on this. If I was investing in Tesla, especially if I had recently invested in Tesla, I would be looking to take profit before the split. I originally thought that would mean the 21st, but reading up on this, it seems that's not the case. It's actually the 31st. I would look to take profit, and I would look to take profit in the 2200 area. I probably wouldn't sell out my whole position, but I would look to maybe cover my investment cost on the position. So you're up 100%, maybe 50%, whatever works for you. And the reason for that is we see this exact thing happen in crypto. We call it a fork, hard fork. You see a lot of FOMO right before the fork because people want this new coin for free, not realizing that they are actually paying for it baked in by the FOMO. Price goes up, coin splits, and it dumps. And while that might not be the case for Tesla, I would imagine there's going to be some serious profit taking after the split. So I think the prime opportunity would be profit taking the day before. So I guess that means the 30th, pre-market on 31st. Because your value isn't actually changing after the split. It's just it's just psychology. You think you have more shares now. You don't. Well, you do, but nothing has changed. It's just as if you've moved the decimal place over on your shares and you say, now I have 10 shares instead of 1. Sure, but you have 10 shares that are worth 10%. So nothing has changed. That is my Tesla wrap up. Gonna move on to OMG, which has been melting faces. Melting faces. All week. One of the best patron posts here. This one's gonna be hard to ever outdo, really. We posted and we're talking about this at $1.90. Identifying the resistances at $2.23 and $3.43. So here's the magic of this, is $3.43 was taken. We had these measured move targets based on the pullbacks on the way. But really, if you look left, there's no resistance here. There's just nothing. This is all just low momentum. We see a little burst of momentum here, little legs. But we don't see any failed rallies. We don't see any points that might potentially cause resistance. They're just not there. We have this pretty smooth record of selling. And the last place where really any buy orders were trapped is right here. That was 345. So what do we have? 2148. Potentially 30 above that. There's just no resistance. The only resistance that we can identify on the way up here are going to be psychological resistances. We saw it happen at 5 a little bit. We saw it happen at 10 yesterday. Likely we're going to see it happen again at 15. You know, these aren't real resistances in the sense of orders have been waiting here for months, weeks, whatever, trying to get out. These are simply just places where humans, traders, think they're easy to understand. We really like numbers that end in 0 or 5. They're very tidy. They're very tidy for our memory. They're easy to remember. They're easy to, you know, if you were to guess a number, the odds of it ending in a 0 and 5, and there's only 10 numbers that it could end in, but I would say that people would say 5 or 0 a lot more often, statistically, than 2 out of 10. Put it that way. When we can't think of something, we think of 10, 15, 20, 25. So look, we did. We saw a wick. I believe that wick was to 980, 984, 980 on the dot. Not bad. Again, psychological. There's nothing over here. If we look left to the $10 range, there's nothing there. There's no reason that should have stopped. You know, it's just in the middle of this previous price action, but there's really no response from price here. It's a move that was visited multiple times, or a value that was visited multiple times. So the only explanation really is psychological, and that's okay. Emotions and psychology are a huge factor in all markets. For our, put in a higher RSI high. See, we saw a good amount of selling momentum build up as well here, but a retest of 10, pretty likely. We'll have to keep an eye on OMG. Break of 10, man. 15 is just right on deck. That's the next logical stop. 21 being the real resistance. The real resistance. Can you imagine that? If OMG reaches $25 or $21, we would have traded it at, holy crap. What percent is that? From 190 to 21. It would be 1,000% take. Good job for anyone who has the balls to hold it that far. To hold it that long through that much gain, that is impressive. So I'm going to set an alert here. Hopefully this alert goes off while we're live. No guarantees. Definitely could see some consolidating here. This has already been a huge run. Things may just need some time to cool off. We'll find out. Next, BAT. Last night, BAT's waking me up with alerts, like a wonderful coin should. Broke the resistance of 32 cents right here, not 2-3 days ago. And now is reaching again. Next target, let's just say 50 cents, 49.3, very close. That is likely to be a strong resistance for the same reason we just were talking about in OMG. 50 cents is very similar to 5. That makes sense. It's like psychological. It is the cents version of the $5, $15 resistance. I think the odds are very good that BAT reaches for 50 cents. Probably sooner than later. We see this momentum spike April 20th, 2019, up here on the daily. And what's actually incredible is that this rally on BAT overnight, let's place that nicely. Good enough. Is right here. Right here. Just a small push. That small push would be probably to that 50-cent range. Will create a huge buy signal. Huge buy signal. That'll be a higher momentum, an actually increasing momentum after 500 days. I believe that when it hits 50 cents, there will be very strong selling. But it will break it eventually. And who knows where BAT could go. It could be just a ridiculous move up. I'm excited. So another one to keep an eye on. BAT. Things aren't moving too much at the moment, so today we're going through these coins for what to keep an eye on in the next few days. BAT is absolutely at the top of that list. ZRX, mooning overnight, slamming, eclipsing its May 20th momentum histogram for a new high. Price significantly. This is BTC pair, by the way. Significant increase. We had our bottoming out back in September 19, our low. We saw a higher low January 7th, 2020, and broke the neckline May 8th, 2020. Neckline of the high previous highs. And from then on, it took a 3-month consolidation period, ranging, and just blasted off to our target, 8,240. Just shy of it, at 8,000 on the dot. But something tells me it's going for that full 8,250. Something tells me here. I bet on the weekly it looks different. I haven't looked on the weekly, in all fairness. Not bad. Not bad. Target on ZRX BTC after 8,250 is a crazy 16,170. See it right here, tracing back to October 17th. Something I noticed about ZRX that I wanted to show you guys. is something we've seen in another coin that you guys know is near and dear to my heart. See this movement, I guess I'll call it flowing, but really it's just higher highs and higher lows. And it's broadening. Maybe a microphone you could call it. There we go, ZRX. Go up to there. We see this on another coin. ZRX, it's only on the 4 hour. We see this on a coin that I love, you guys know that. Litecoin. Very similar action going on here. We're seeing the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and it has that same microphoning pattern. Microphone, I believe is not typically bullish, not typically something that people consider bullish. Usually I hear the term falling microphone. But if we look at this, if we look back at ZRX, we see the previous high back here. When we broke that after doing this microphone dance, huge explosion of growth. So what could we be looking for on Litecoin here for that? I would say possibly right here. Possibly. If they can continue doing this, continue this microphoning, my drawing's not so great this morning, up to 006 and break, almost no doubt in my mind we will see that same action that we saw with ZRX. We have those higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And as soon as it reaches the previous point of resistance or selling, I suppose, it takes off. Litecoin, another one to be keeping an eye on today, maybe not as much today. Now this is on the daily, ZRX is on the 4 hour. So this is going to be a longer play. Litecoin, for whatever reason, is and maybe always will be just it's a long-term coin. It's not a coin that I've ever looked to scalp or jump in and out of. It's like I'm taking advantage positions and waiting. Waiting for the targets that I want. And what that target is right now for me, 84.50. Same one we've been looking at. We did break the resistance over here, ranging back from 6th of March 2020 at 63, let's just call it 64. $64. I'm not liking this action right now though. Broke back under it and what looks like resistance. Perhaps this actually never broke resistance. I mean, it broke the number, but it may have not flipped it into support, and that is suggestive of being rejected from the 64 range. 4 hour momentum, not looking super hot. We're seeing growing selling momentum and shrinking buying. So Litecoin may see a little more selling off here, to be honest. It reminds me again a lot of Ethereum, like a lot of other coins we've been seeing. You see these breakups move sideways, break up, and then move sideways above support. So hopefully that's what we're seeing here. I would not like to see a break of 51. I do not want to create what is potentially a head and shoulders here. That would be bad. So keeping my eyes peeled on the Litecoins for the same move as the ZRX, hopefully. Last coin I want to take a look at because overnight it's been spiced. Neo breaking. It's 00162 BTC resistance. Or I would even say that's a local high, February 13th, 2020. We saw the selling pressures on that. That's come back down a long way actually since, and I looked at it like this morning or last night, I don't remember. My MACD. There we go. But what is nice is we are seeing some momentum gained here on the buying side, and we're not seeing selling momentum increase. So I think that puts the BTC pair in a good spot, at least for the next few days. USD pair looking way better. Broke above 1681. Flip down to a lower time frame. Broke 1681 and looking much stronger over the resistance than Litecoin did in our last example. 4-hour momentum still increasing. In fact, increasing from as far back as we can scroll. Mid-July, a year plus ago, was the last time that buying momentum was so high. Actually, I didn't even have that on the right spot. So maybe not. October. That's some pretty strong momentum. Would not surprise me to trace back to 1681 to test as support. Flipped it. We'll see. But we may not even get that lucky. If you look in the 4-hour, we already had this wick down to 1721. Back touched the August 18th move. And its next resistance above it, 2117. So ideally, if it were a good coin, well behaved, you would see this. That even looks pretty good. But we might not get so lucky. 4-hour sells an hour, 20 minutes left. Looks like it wants to close hammer-ish. Selling and buying momentum increasing on the hourly, so this is undecided. I do really like the way that this has sliced it down though. I always like these slices. When markets are bullish, you can see small examples of these. I didn't plan any of these out, so I'm just gonna have to find them. Little slice, slice. These slices usually are nice signs of continuation, at least in my experience. So that wraps up all the topics that I wanted to get into today specifically, which is dope because we did it in 38 minutes. That's not so bad. Not so bad. So now we can get on to the fun part of the show, which is not just me talking. For everyone watching this in the future, you made it to 38 minutes, man. Pat yourself on the back. That's an accomplishment. And don't forget to like or dislike, I don't care. Subscribe. And while you're at it, pop in our Discord. Link is in the chat. If you're watching this, it'd have to be like 24 hours from right now, because that link will expire. So hopefully you can get in there. But we link it every day, so there'll be other chances. Let's get back to the chat, because I have not read any of it at all, guys. I really wanted to try it out this way. I'd been noticing that, so we get really good views, and I'm wondering if maybe this is related to not being searchable. We get really good views while we're live. Nice long watch times. That's really important, watch time. The average watch time of each viewer. But what happens is... Nice, still in search. What happens is, when people go to watch it later, it's not live, it doesn't have the same feel. You know what I mean? It doesn't have the same magic. I'm not here talking, not in the moment. So hopefully by trying it out this way, people watching it in the future people, like later today, will be more inclined maybe to stay and watch the intro, something like that. We'll see. I'm just trying to see what works best, so all good. Alright, let me go look at the chat, guys. I've not been ignoring you. I just wanted to see how that format would go. We can get a look at a bunch of good stuff then, so. Oh man, there's a lot. I don't even have the whole chat anymore. It's like deleted. You gotta worry about the future people, man. Good morning, Sir Jaw. How are you, brother? False Flags, what's up? William Invests. Hello, my friend. Renee Silva, the man himself, here. Live. Esamir. Good to see you, brother. TA Made Easy, welcome back. Astronaut Renee. The second Renee. But this one's an astronaut. How are you doing, brother? Yeah, it's not like shadow ban, it's... I really don't know what it is. It just seems that their search... just seems like YouTube search gets goofy sometimes. Like, so yesterday, or not yesterday, we had the day off yesterday, which was amazing. What was it? Wednesday's episode, number 9. We just like weren't in search results pretty much the whole time. The video published, you couldn't even search for it. And then even for a while, you couldn't even see it on my channel page. It was weird. And now I type in Bitcoin Live on search results. Bam, there's video 9. All of a sudden, I hadn't been there. There's just something odd with search indexing. YouTube also did say recently, and by recently, this was an update yesterday, that they keep the creators up to date kind of on little fixes, and YouTube known issues 820 fixed slow upload processing. Our teams are aware of this, working on a fix, and they said it's fixed. So what may have been the case is even with lives, they are technically uploading, and then when you end a live, it has to upload and process. It could have had something to do with that, and while this isn't targeted towards us, all of that processing, uploading, that's all done in some priority stack. And so like the bigger your channel is, the higher up you are in that priority. We're not the biggest channel. We're the best channel. We're the best channel. We got the best people. But we're not the biggest yet. Someday. We're barely a year old. We're a baby. So we'll get there, but it's good to see that that video is working now. It's good to see that I see my own live stream and search results. That's nice because kind of discouraging when you go to search for your own stream while you're live and it's not there. But we're good. We're good. We're gonna make it through. Everything worked. Yo, Josh, Jersh. The beautiful Jersh is here. Dope Mad Max, brother. Cat, Q. Is ZRX pumping now, creating a flag pattern? That is kind of what I was looking at. The problem is that Bitcoin seems very chillin'. I'll have to look at Bitcoin again. Very chillin'. After some volatility, it's weird. I would expect more coins to be moving because of this ranging. Typically that's when Bitcoin likes to move. But we're not seeing that as much right now. We'll look more at ZRX then, though. We'll go a little more in depth. Crypto Slow Joe. Brother, love ya. Karu. Good morning to Karu. SSL, what's up, my man? Pete Rolton. I don't know if I got you already, but just get it doubled. Nathan V60, dude. Always good. Always good to see you, man. Joining us, the legend. Shalom Dunn. Old school fam. Always good to see you, man. Hoodie Price, how you doing? JK Nokel, oh. Yeah, we've got people coming out of the woodwork from back in the day. It's good. Real estate, brother. Good to see you, Lena. Awesome to see you, Lena. Callie Marley. How are you, Callie? Callie-san. Did I miss anybody? Dom, hello. James Pearson Harris. Great to see you, my friend. John Gardner, I already got you, but give you another one just to double down. Don't want to miss anybody. Triabchilla. I never know how to say your name, brother, but welcome. It's good to see you again. Adele Buznawa asked a question while I was rambling on earlier. If it adjusts, why is Tesla giving extra? So, I think I'm following you here. Why are they doing it? To pump the price of their stock. I mean, pretty much the reason everyone does everything in businesses. Nothing changes, there's just more shares, equally more shares, and they're worth proportionately less. So we talked about it in an episode a little bit ago. The only reason this has existed, I would say, in the past is because fractional shares were not popular, nor really accessible to people. And now with the advent of Robinhood, different retail trading platforms, fractional shares are now coming into the picture, following in Bitcoin's footsteps, as we could have predicted. There really isn't a reason you would do this. And if there arguably is right now, that reason is just becoming less and less over time as more exchanges offer fractional shares. Because before fractional shares, you'd have to buy one whole Tesla, and right now that's, I don't know, what, two grand-ish in that range. You couldn't buy, like Bitcoin, 11,745. But you could buy $10 of Bitcoin right now. You couldn't buy $10 of Tesla before fractional shares. You had to buy one Tesla. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why that's the way it works. Yeah, it's just not as thought out as Bitcoin, I guess. I don't know. Bitcoin's always done... We're all about the fractions. We're about the decimals. So, that's the answer to that. Dave Microwave, brother. Man, Dave Microwave. Okay, I scrolled up most of the way. I think I'm good. William, 2,000 before 5-1 split. It's already 2,000, bud. It's already over 2,000. Over 2,000. 2,060, man. 2,200 before split. That's what I'm looking for. I already have the locked in and made the call, new all-time high before split. Locked in, called it. Price was 1,500 maybe. Ish. Yeah, 1,500. Bam. Apple's also doing a split, aren't they? I actually have not really been looking at Apple, but why not? When in Rome. When in Rome, ladies and gentlemen. And I also love seeing new charts. Crypto charts. Guys, crypto's my love, it's my passion. It's my love, my passion. But there does come a point in the market where everything just looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. So it's kind of nice to take a little break. Break a rune. Four to one. It's, guys, it really just doesn't matter. It's like, I appreciate and understand kind of the excitement. It's like, really though, that excitement is just the excitement based on other people being excited. Like, other people think that this is important, so it's probably going to go up because they're going to buy it, not understanding that it's really just not important. I would say that there's enough access to fractional shares now. Oh, beautiful. There's enough access to fractional shares now that I just don't think it is like at all important. That's my view. But that doesn't mean that other people, you know, like a coin hard forking. I'm not gonna go FOMO in because I've seen it. But that doesn't mean other people won't. So if I can get in before that FOMO, that's a good trade. Target on Apple. 514. They already hit the measured move. Kept going. Measured move is 442-ish. 443.09. Didn't change. Already hit it. When is, I need to look this up. When is Apple splitting? Hard forking. Giggity giggity. 31st. I would guess the 31st also. Let me quick Google Apple stock split. Here it is again. For every share you hold as of the record date of August. This is again TD Ameritrade. Man, they're killing it in the Google SEO, man. For every share you hold of the 24th, you'll receive. This is an Apple. Split of 31st. It's 5th split. I really feel like companies split. It's all mental. It's just like a mental thing. I guess like Bitcoin has that problem is people, oh, it's $11,000. I can't afford 11,000. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to spend 11,000. If we sold you, what if we just sold you 1/100th of a Bitcoin? Instead of just one Bitcoin, it's 1/100th. And now it's only $111. Right now it's cheap, but nothing's changed. You have the same value, you have the same potential gains, you have the same everything. Man, this thing did not pull back at the 2. Honestly, I wonder. Of course, like we were saying earlier, we have the psychological 500. That's psychological. Absolutely. Right before 514. So I think this would be a good range. This looks like a good range. 5 to 514. Really, Apple and Tesla just look full bull mode until their splits. That's why I've been weary. That's why I have been telling people to be weary of these splits. Look to lock in. Look to lock in some profit on these splits. Do it before everyone else does. War extension, Jesus. I guess this is the monthly chart, but man, this even can make crypto look a little boring. Look at these monthlies, holy. $500 to $514, man, I'm seeing it everywhere. That seems like a prime place to take profit. I don't own any Apple stock, so I got no skin in this game. No skin. Heebs. Heebies. Oh, logarithmic. Everything is saying, we can just throw up almost any. You can throw up almost any move on Apple here. We're ending up near that same value. That's pretty weird. Wonder if stocks are just that predictable, like that chill. I've been looking to get into stocks more. Just charting them, I don't really want to buy them, but I just want to chart them. I haven't done enough of it. I have no excuse at this point. And then I'll have something to talk to, like, geez, it's 3618. I'll have something to talk to about with people who only trade stocks instead of rambling about my magic internet monies that they're like, okay, crazy guy. All right. Apple, 500 to 514 seems like a lock. There's no guarantees in anything, but that's a lock. That seems like such a lock. Daily momentum, yep. Daily momentum agrees. This is the highest daily momentum ever. Well, on TradingView chart. Check weekly. Highest weekly on the chart. Highest monthly on the chart. Yeah, this is looking for a blow off top. Let's not lie. Do all stocks look like this? Are they just all happy indicators of everything goes up slowly over time? That does actually make a lot of sense. Back tested 450. $31st is a split. Let's write that down. She looks great. Looks great. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Stonks only go up. Stonks up. Dallin, no, tell him, you gotta tell him to get stonks. Don't tell him to get Bitcoin. Tell him to get stonks. Once those taxi drivers start talking about Bitcoin, it's all over. all over. We hit the top. So get him into stonks. Tell him stonks are moon forever. Stonks in the dollar. Just go all in on the dollar there, taxi driver man. Apple. Wow, now I have a second stonk chart. I'm really happy. Really proud of myself. I have a Jedi feeling that Dixie, yep, has been doing what we didn't want. Showing some life. Look at the 4 hour. Of course. Histogram showing both decreasing buying and selling momentum. Lower lows. Oh yeah, here's a bonus. Starting next episode, I'm gonna put the chat back on the stream, which will help me actually really help me be able to read the chat, keep up with it, because I have to have it on another screen. Ooh. Double. The double. Dom Wick, welcome brother. Thanks for subscribing. Ja, thank you, Ja, for the 5. Made everyone rich with the OMG setup. Well, only the bold. You guys are the ones who make the trades, man. I just put out what I see. I'm not always right, but what I see. You can bring the horse to water, you can't make it drink. So I'm really proud of you guys. Anybody who made a pretty penny on that, man, I'm proud of you guys. It's harder than it looks to just do a trade, you know? To hold it through ups and downs on the different little moves. It's all you guys. You're great. I know, I don't know where he is. The King of Valhalla. I think he took a little profit at 970 yesterday. The man. That's amazing. Was good, Dom Wick. You've been dropping knowledge all day, my friend. All day meaning 63 minutes, so not really. Mr. Tezos and Demon. Good to see you guys. Lady Plants. Lady Plants, you missed it. You missed it. You missed my new car. I'm gonna rev the engine here. Hey, turn the engine up. I love it. That background, by the way, made by Wired Clap man. I actually never know how to say his name. I hope he doesn't get offended. He never gets offended, so I assume I say it right. He is the artist. One of our community members made that a while ago, and I decided to put it to work. I really like it. I think it's awesome. Seeing a second buying wave. Yeah, that's a pretty clear cut. Ooh, we found ourselves a channel on the 4 hour. That's clear cut. It's hard to say it's anything but a channel. Ow. Alright, so we had a period on the Dixie, March 2000, period of downward momentum. Then lost pretty much all momentum until May. Then we saw another momentum leg down to June. This is another period of pretty much lost, I guess you could say, bear flag. Although this isn't very much, isn't really showing momentum either. Yeah, let's make this big. It's not. Yes, that is the trick. Yeah. Momentum leg down. Wow, what? RSI, what? What? The Dixie 4-hour RSI is actually... Is that like... Wait, I gotta get this stopwatch off here. The numbers are confusing me. That's really confusing. There we go. Okay, good. Why is that over there now? That's goofy. Alright, starting at 65. That had me confused. I was like, how is the 4-hour RSI at like 80? It wasn't. Was not. Eyes. I'm looking for a momentum play here on the Dixie. There's gotta be a momentum play coming up. You're looking to go short on a rally, a relief rally, a pullback, whatever you want to call it. Some got weird. Don't ask. Don't ask what I'm doing. I'm just looking something. We'll see how that goes. Alright, let me get back to the chat. I was getting distracted. Been looking at a bunch of different stuff as we expand the offering for the patrons. It means I have to expand my knowledge. So I've been spending a few hours every day just looking into alternative styles of trading. Things I'm not used to using, but I've seen people use. I've known about them. You know, there's just so many tools in trading that everyone has to really discover what works for them. The 5 main tools I would say are moving averages, MACD, trend lines, just basic stuff. But then there's so many little things, and really candlestick patterns, whatever. Kid, I didn't plan whatever I was gonna say here. And everyone just kind of develops their own style over time, and that's okay because it's all using the same. It's all using the same data. Pretty much everything is made up of moving averages. Not what I was expecting. Well, different tools, Adam. There's different tools for different things. You know, you've seen me use moving averages a lot, and I really like moving averages. When the trend is bearish, and I'm looking for that trend to flip, I love moving averages. When the trend is bullish, typically you're above pretty much all the moving averages. And so really the only thing MAs are going to do is show you potential, you know, pullback support zones. They don't have as much use to me in my trading. Everyone's different. But to me, they don't have the same use then. Or maybe not as useful. So we got to mix it up. When coins are blasting through new all-time highs, can't really use moving averages because they're going to be so far behind. They're just not even going to be in the picture. And so that's why you've seen me use a lot more fib lately. Because with fib, we can try to guess at where the logical moves might be. What? I'm good. Whip out my boy. Have the computer help me here. When in doubt, ask for a computer's help. Nothing wrong with that. Or hour. Not looking. 2 days still. The 2 days still very, very strong. Lower time frames looking a little droopy. Very legit. It's not speaking to me yet. Hit our targets. Waiting for the bounce. Could just take a little more consolidation time. Look at it more later. It's not speaking to me right now. Don't know why. Morning, Jerry Macy, brother. Good to see you. Hey, Amy. How you doing, Amy? I know you like the smooth jazz voice. So this one's going out to Amy. Going out to our gal. Our doll. Amy Ja. I don't know Ja's last. So Amy Ja. I think really what it is, I need some more hype music. I'm not feeling hype. That's probably it. There we go. Rock and roll. $12 hour is monstrous on ZRX. Is monstrous. Why does that keep happening?
YouTube BTC King, can you look at KNC chart?
Josh, buddy. The beautiful Josh. I've never seen a picture of Josh, but I hear he's rather beautiful. I believe it. We can look at KNC. For show. Thank you for the 5, brother. KNC. KFC coin. It's the best fried chicken a coin can offer. That's for sure. Let's zoom right out. We'll start from the aerial. Monthly, gaining momentum. Reaching for $2.19 weekly. Still gaining momentum on the weekly. It's a very consistent flip to bully. Lows continuing to come up on RSI weekly. Buying on the daily, losing a little grip. Losing a little grip. We were increasing and now we're seeing a relaxing, where we do see kind of we see an increase here on the 28th in selling, 27th through 30th July. Still hasn't eclipsed March. But it looks like buying is coming down quicker. Let's see. A little div. I just don't see a reason why it would stop here. Indicators not showing me anything super great or definitive on KNC here. Flipping through timelines, time frames, whatnot. I just don't see any reason that it would stop before 219 at the least. I don't see an edge here. 150, $1.50 acting as some kind of support. Certainly psychological, $1.50. Psychological, man, that seems to be the name of the game today. Everything's pushed up and now just messing with people's heads. Potential, and this is on the 4-hour. Potential head and shoulder. We'll need to see that break up above 205 before breaking $1.50 again. Not seeing it. I'm just not seeing an edge here. I think $1.20 could be a pretty decent stop. You can follow this ascending trend line up. So far they've been great stops. I think it may just have more sideways time. I don't think it's finished cooking. I'm not seeing the signals yet. The meat thermometer has not popped quite yet. Keep an eye on this potential head and shoulders. We do have a lower right shoulder here, not by much. You could really, it's splitting hairs. 198 to 192. I mean, you could call that double bottom also. But technically it is there. I wouldn't like to see a break of $1.50 on this. If you do, bottom of this channel definitely in play. Currently at $1.30. I think it's likely to just play sideways a little more. Maybe start moving up then. I just don't see a reason it wouldn't hit 219. There shouldn't be anything there. I suppose $2 psychological resistance. But we've been seeing those psychological resistances not really holding. We've seen them reject, then kind of hang out sideways before moving up again. KNC. Just for you, Josh, because I was hoping to find more. So just for you, I'm gonna set alerts. And when they go off, I'll let you know. I don't even know where the chat went. I lost it. Vahid Saber. Are glasses important? In technical analysis, the answer is a whopping, a resounding absolutely. Absolutely. I don't recommend, in fact, doing it without them. It's dangerous. It's not advised. Sorry about that. Ah, crap. Stream Elements has been spouting off bad links again. I hate life. Fixing on the fly. There we go. I'm assuming Ja has probably put that Discord link out. Enough. Ooh. But I'm gonna drop it in chat just in case. We are 95 minutes in, guys. So far, I've liked the way this was set up. I liked this, I like the starting out, getting a bunch of stuff out of the way in the beginning, gives other people something to watch later. I like that. Next time I'm gonna have the streams chat up on the screen, visible, like the old days, and that'll help me a lot. That'll help me a lot to be able to keep track of the actual chat while I'm doing this. It's because my charts are over here. When I'm charting, I'm looking this way. And then to read chat, I have to look this way. It's like a 90 degree, like my peripherals can't even pick it up. So that'll be helpful. But I like the rest of it. SSL, your SNX, your snacks. Is it doing? That's the one I couldn't chart. It wasn't enough chart to chart the chart. Still in. Still not enough to chart. We can look for a pullback or retrace, but that's about it for now. Oh, who was it talking about? UTK? I mean, I think lots of people were. What was it? I got an alert for this coin. I'm curious to see what happened. I didn't actually pull it up after that either. Looks like the alert was not too spicy. Pushed up its high a little bit. Nothing going on with that. Thought it would be more spicy. Negative. $16 minutes till close on ZRX. That'd be a great spot. Great spot to close a 4 hour. That's a massive, massive engulf. Let's look at ZRX USD. I have not looked at it, so. Lovely. Lovely. $1. Heading for $1. Thanks for the easily identifiable resistances here, ZRX USD. Doesn't take an owl, doesn't take an eagle eye to see these. I like it. Now this is the same. This is the exact same setup. Anybody catch this? Anybody catch this with their eye? This is the exact same setup as OMG. Anybody catch that? Where's my OMG? Exact same setup. See this? Why did that just... Ready? Higher high. Cup handle, you may call it. Bam. I like the way. That's the exact same setup. Anybody see that? ready. Do you see? It's the exact same thing. I see almost no difference. Pretty cool. Why are all my tabs no longer muted? Thanks. Thanks, universe. Everything is not muted now. I don't get it. Similar setup on Nano Big Sky. Take a look. We're seeing that pattern. We're seeing that pattern in a lot of things, actually. I see what you're saying. I see what your brain is, I think. Something like that. I can see it. Oh, we're not on the 1 day. That's probably why it also doesn't look great. Claims to have called the crash on the day in March. Well, that's I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. To be honest, I know a lot of people who are perma-bear, are bear, have been bear, still bear. And even those people who had been calling 2K whatever all year, even they didn't see that coming that day. But you know what? A lot of people claim a lot of stuff. They probably just watch what people do. Most of what they say. Renee in a flannel. Eli, what's up, my man? Good to see you. November. Well, it was Octobull in 2019, so I guess November 2020. That makes sense. I don't know. Bull markets have scary pullbacks, guys. That's just fact of life. They do. So will we have one? Yes, we will. We will have one. When? I don't know. Nobody does. We can speculate. But nobody knows. But there is never a shortage of people who will tell you they know. That's for sure. Always will be in supply. People will call the same thing every day for 2-3 years. Every day they'll say the same thing. And 3 years later, after 3 years of every day saying that, it happens. And then they'll go on and tell everyone how they called it to the day. That's just a fact of crypto, TA. I think we all kind of accidentally do that at times. But a lot of people, that's their bread and butter. A lot of people, that's their bread and butter. Ooh, 1 hour. 1 hour Dixie, there we go. About to get a little divergence lesson. Moving average, convergence, divergence. Buying so far failed to make a higher high on the histogram. Price moved up. Failed to make a higher high on RSI. Without a break up on Dixie. It's back to the bottom of the channel. High confidence. Let's see how this plays out. Birchcorn. Birchcorn, what are you doing, Birchcorn? Where are you? Not doing much. Well, if you remember back to May, June, July, remember. I remember. This was really boring. People were bored. Bitcoin was up, and people were bored. Viewership was so low. So low. Mega low. It's kind of what we're seeing again. This has been now 20 days-ish of pretty confined to a range price action. Looks like this maybe is our new range setting up. Could be 18% range. What was it before? 28% range. Yeah. What's up? 147 viewers. This is Friday. Friday is it's one of the lowest viewership days. So I'm pretty happy with 150 guys. That's awesome. I love that there's 150 people down to just talk charts, watch charts on a Friday. I love every single one of you. Gently pressed. What's up, Agent Bambi? 151 watching. Guys, if you've enjoyed any part of the last hour, of the last 112 minutes of this stream, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button. If you didn't enjoy any part of the last hour and 12 minutes, hit that dislike button. I'm not sure why you've watched so long. I appreciate it. You're welcome to be here and not enjoy it. That's fine, guys. I'm just happy you're here. Like, dislike, doesn't matter. If you haven't yet, get in our Discord. I don't know why you're not there yet. in the Discord. Free. All kinds of educational content. You can keep up to date with our stream. Like yesterday, took a day off. You would have known that if you were in the Discord. 24/7. Our Discord has 24/7. Yo, Astronaut Rennie, thank you, my friend. Our Discord has 24/7 live streaming TA and chat. Lots of educational resources in there, so get in there. Join the fam. I don't know why this alert box thing is trolling me, guys. Trolling me. Like, when is it going to alert me for Astronaut Renee's got wonderful, generous tip? There we go. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate it. Your generosity is always appreciated. For everyone else who hasn't yet, also take a check out our Patreon. We are currently at a discounted monthly rate on the Patreon, almost 50% off still, starting at September 1. Only 10 days. In 10 days, new memberships in Patreon will cost $50 a month. Currently still discounted till the end of the month. You register now, you'll lock in that discounted rate. Currently have 60 patrons, 59. We got a whole crew. We had an awesome night the other night, last night. Or was it night before? Thursday? Wednesday. Night before. We had an awesome social night, a lot of fun. I hope we have more of us. We have more of our patrons join next time. I think there was like maybe 30 people stop by. We had an average of like 15 to 20 the whole night, hours. Just drinking, having fun. Where did that video go? Man, there was an awesome video. Where did it go? Yeah, I'll find it later. But yeah, the Patreon. We had our first night, Wednesday. A lot of fun with the boys, hanging out. Just charting, farting. But if you haven't looked at the Patreon yet, go look, take a check. You can scroll down, you can see kind of what's offered there. Daily posts. I think on average there's been like 4 posts a day with exclusive TA, trade setups, educational content, videos, all exclusive just for patrons. So if you haven't checked it out, if you're thinking about it, go check it out. And you want to lock in that rate now. You don't want to wait till next month. It'll be a lot more expensive. So that is my shameless self-promotion. Now we can move on. 150 souls listening to the hypnotic Tom Crown radio every morning. Does TJ Reno, does OMG's crazy volume mean we're not done pumping? You know, a lot of the time you'll see the highest volume at reversal points. So no, high volume doesn't mean that it's not done pumping. However, Let's go back to the chart. There it is. However, $10, not a real resistance. We've been saying, if you look left, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing that would create resistance here. We don't see any rejections off of $10. We don't see any support bounces off of $10. So I would say if you need a reason, you're looking for a reason why OMG may still go, is because one, momentum is still increasing on the daily, buying momentum, bullish momentum. Selling momentum, decreasing on the daily. $10, not a real resistance. We saw the pullback at 5. Can't even see it on the 4-hour, jeez. Saw a pullback at our measured move. That wasn't really a real resistance either, that's just a profit-taking target. $10. We do see this nasty wick, I'll say that. But I'd be surprised. I doubt OMG USD is going to break $10 today. But we're seeing a lot of it in the market. Consolidation. Probably moving down a little bit in that consolidation. It would surprise me not to see 15 hit. Or maybe just under 15. You know, these are just psychological. They're just in our heads. They're numbers we're familiar with. They're numbers we like. So we select them. And we create basically a self-fulfilling prophecy. I would not go off volume alone. That's what I'm saying. Volume alone. Volume is not bullish nor bearish. It has no bias. Looks like we had the largest volume OMG USD day yesterday. But don't fall into the trap of high volume means bullish. No such thing. Do yourself a favor. In TradingView, go to your volume indicator. Click the gear. Change your volumes. Change them both to white. You want to throw that idea out. You don't want the idea that volume is biased. It's not. It's just volume. But good question. Maybe something like that. Need to grab some water. Pretty badly. I can't believe I made it this far without it. My voice is getting scratchy. Got too many charts, man. Too many charts. Someone poke Bitcoin with a stick, would you? I think it fell asleep. It's probably just relaxing because we're in the trader's mansion now. Very relaxing. Actually, all these bright colors are very not relaxing, but that's okay. Amy. Amy is a real female. We confirm that. I think the spelling of the last name might be what some people are. I'll tell you about it then, Amy. Enja, don't worry. Nothing bad. I think I know what people, or at least SSL, is thinking. Nice. Posted in the Discord. Your road trip. Where is it? Benji's at a quiz night. That makes sense. Oh, IRL, that's where it would be. Ja, you best not be driving and looking at that screen, boy. That would make me very cross with you. But I'm glad you're having a good time on the road trip. Yeah, Tom G, I know, but it's not what you think it is. I'll let you guys know then. Not super appropriate for on live stream stuff. Nothing really bad. It's just, you know, people's private info, so not my business to be sharing it. All right, I really need to get water. Callie Marley wants me to look at Wan Chain. We probably can. I gotta get up for a second. Also, any patrons who are watching right now on the YouTube and have not connected their Discord to Patreon, you need to do so. You need to. Very important. It's impossible for me to keep track of all these names because we have 60 patrons and all of their names. Yo, R. Martin. All of their names are different on YouTube and in Discord. And so if they're not connected, it's impossible for me to know like who's who. So please do that. If you have any questions about that, you can shoot me a message on Discord. If you're not on Discord, then I don't know what you're doing. Join the Discord. Get on there. Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta grab some water. I also am doing an experiment here. I'm wondering if we drop out of search results when I turn my camera off. Because the timing last time was like really close. So I'm wondering. So here we go. Experiment. I'll be right back. We are back. We are back at the 2-hour mark. Pretty good time for a Friday. We're still in search results. That's freaking amazing. Love it. Market seems oddly calm. For about the last half hour, seems that viewers are trailing off. Makes sense. Normally I would expect to be out of search results when I see that, but nope, we're there. That's a miracle. I figured taking a day off might help. I don't know why. YouTube likes when you make stuff every day. But, who knows? I don't think we're gonna keep going too much longer. But maybe a little bit, maybe a little more. Nice. I'm looking at I got this awesome extension. Because I don't know crap about SEO or any of that stuff. Oof, man, there goes the voice. But it tells me where we rank for each of the tags. So right now, number 1 for Bitcoin live chart. Number 1, Tom Crown. Number 2 for BTC live. Voice is fading. Number 2 for Bitcoin live. Number 5 for crypto live. Number 2 for Bitcoin BTC. Cool. Good stuff. That's good rankings. Strong. This is actually the highest SEO score this extension has given one of our live streams. 81.4 out of 100. Typically, they've been around like 50-ish. So sweet. Maybe it's because of that sick thumbnail. Thanks. Shout out to Weird Clap again. He's the man. One of the patrons requested to see Ethereum. Mr. Karu. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I just like saying Karu. We can take a look. Get rid of these arrows. Not doing the arrows anymore. That was a Twitch thing. Pretty deep retrace here. Pretty deep. For Ethereum BTC, the 4-hour, we still have a growing bullish momentum here on the histogram. The bullish momentum slightly, just ever so slightly. See the last 2 sell in. That actually is essentially failing to create a higher momentum for selling here. very, very double topish there. So let's see what the price is. Alright, well there's a little bull signal there. Not too much. Let's look at ETHUSD. Some bullish divergence. Go back to the BTC again, actually. Alright. Yes, I was a little muted. Muted there. Okay. First time. Only once in an episode. That's great. I'm learning though. I'm like checking it all the time now. Every time I like come back to the computer, I'm looking to see it's remuted me. So really I didn't have much to say here on the ETHBTC. ETHBTC didn't have much to say. We have a little bit of a potential double topping on selling momentum, showing that it didn't increase. We have buying momentum slightly increasing still. This is on the 4-hour. RSI, we have a lower low versus the 16th of July. Price much higher. Though we do see right here the previous the previous impulse up stopped at 0353. Looks like we've failed to engulf but bounced and hit that again as resistance. Not great. I would like to see a break of 0353. Until then, this ascending trend could be a good stop. Not too much going on here. So I whipped over to the dollar pair. And basically we retook 364.50 August 2nd, back tested, moved up again, about 350 or 450. Now we're selling off. I would say this looks very consolidation-ish, flaggish. We do see selling increasing here. That is an issue. We do have a longer trend of buying momentum increasing, but now we're starting to see this selling increase as well. This is very conflicted for me. You have a higher RSI on the daily, with a higher price. Can't complain about that. Really, I think this is just waiting for Bitcoin. I think it's unlikely that F, in the way it kind of has been leading these Bitcoin rallies, I think it's unlikely that it will in the next one. We will see this consolidate. We've been saying about a lot of coins today, but that's, you know, the market tends to run similarly. I'd expect a test of 500, psychological mostly. And above that, the first real resistance that we run into at all is 825. I don't see a reason that we won't get there. I don't see any reason. This 500, we do have somewhat of a resistance here looking back to the left, but not really. This is just kind of grasping at straws because it's so close to 500, and we know, we're smart traders, we know 500, it's the fives and the zeros, man. Love them. They almost always act as support and resistance, almost. So I would definitely expect some kind of pullback, some kind of pause at least at 500. But there's very little reason for it not to go to 825. We've broken resistance, back tested it as support, and there's really nothing there. There's in our head psychological, but that's it. All the way up to 8s. That's my long term. Long term, we should get to 8. Who knows? If Bitcoin moves up today, it breaks our fractal, goes nuts, jumps up to 16,000 or something. If that were to happen, then this likely will just go right up. Just go right up to the zone. I don't think that that's super likely today. I think today is going to be a chill day. Typically, towards the end of the trading day Friday, we see some volatility. It's still 7 hours, 30 minutes away. I think we're probably just going to chill till then. I don't have much to say about the old F at the moment. Then just throwing out numbers. Throwing out numbers, SSL. As an example. 18K or 16K, yeah, that would be between 14 and 16. That would be my next. That would be my next target. That's based on some macro fib stuff. Where is it really gonna go? I don't know, man. Yeah, 16.1. That would be my next leg up target. No problem, Karu. No problem, man. Anything for you guys. Alright, man, we are bleeding out. Makes sense. There's not a lot going on. There's not a lot to watch. We got all of our excitement out early. It was a good thing. Got through a lot today. Still in search results too, which is freaking amazing. Kind of wanted to end it at 2 hours because we have that sweet intro on this video. So hopefully people will find this video, watch it, see that intro, and hang out for about the half an hour that took. That'd be great for our stats, for our ranking and discoverability. I think that might be contributing. Pete Rolden, yeah, I like Ren. Ren's pulled back a little more than I was expecting in the moment. But our rent targets, I think, are still as valid as they've ever been. Looking for 85 cents Ren USD. We're out in uncharted territory, so all we can do is try to use fibs, measure moves. What we can do. I'm still banking on the 6,500 for Ren BTC. Looking good. Pulled back more than I expected. But it's not a dangerous pullback. You know, momentums are still showing very much favor. Very much favor. You have a 12-hour bullish engulfing that just closed 30 minutes ago. Looking good. Put an alert here. I want to know when Ren breaks out for shizzle. And I want to know when Ren breaks 3,400. I want to know if it's breaking down. Alright, I think we can look at Link. We'll look at Link and then I'm probably going to be done. My voice is fading. Fading. Link BTC following our path so far perfectly. It really couldn't get any more. This could not get any more perfect. Look at this. We had our resistance picked out. We had our pullback picked out. We had our next target picked out. And now what this chart that you guys have been seeing for a month plus now is saying that it wants to pull back and test potentially the top of the previous high, 001. So far, could this be any more perfect? Look, these lines have been here the whole time. These lines have been here before it even broke out of the channel, I think. They're magic right now. Hit our target, topped. This 00164 has been there, I think, since July, early July. You guys can look back and see that video. We talked about where Link could be going. You know what? I'll one up you. I made that video so I didn't have to keep talking about Link every day. But it's cool that the targets held true. USD. Double bottomed, but failed. Flipped the previous target from support to resistance. Where are you going now? Strong selling. There's a lot of profit taken there. Well, psychological resistance again, $20, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Some are stronger than others. 25 I think is a very strong one, especially as support. For some reason 25 as support's super strong. Link is not, it's not cooked yet. Could we see a greater pullback? Yes. Pullback from here, $12, great target. Zoom it out. Two days. Here we go. This is what we should be watching. If you are watching Link, this is what you should be watching right here. The weekly close. This is almost certainly why Link stopped where it stopped. Monthly or weekly support, $13.88. $13.88, bam. Right on top. I know that line was just created. $13.88 weekly support. Break under there, a close under this by Sunday. Is a weekly bearish engulfing, not a good sign. That would make me sweat. That would make me sweat if I was looking to continue being long. Monthly still looking great. This monthly larger than the last. Pretty much it. We're looking at this weekly support here. Hopefully 1383 holds. If not, eyes are going down to 12. Potentially, honestly, even potentially down to 10. 10 would be 50% retrace from the high. Down to 10 and bouncing hard actually would be incredibly bullish. 50% retrace on the way up, that is very bullish. If it can bounce hard there. But that's where I'd be looking, 12 to 10, if 13.8 breaks. I would not go fishing at 13.5, 13.1. Wouldn't go fishing. Always, this is crypto, anything can bounce anywhere. But I wouldn't start looking again until 12. Then at 10. Trying to see how it plays out. Yeah, my voice is done for the day. I can tell. I can tell. So I think what we'll do, boogaloo. I think we'll wrap it. What do you think? Wrap? What a wrap. Call it a day. Throw in the towel. Unless all of a sudden tons and tons of people join. No, we could do. Nah, I think we just call it a wrap. It was a good day. We tried out a new format. It went pretty good. I think it went well. I don't know about you guys. I liked it. I like that I got to, because what happened is I kept making these titles and there's stuff I wanted to talk about, and then I wouldn't be able to get to them because I would just be busy answering questions and like looking at what other people are looking at, and then I would forget what I was doing, and that's okay. I like doing that too. But then the title doesn't match the video, and then people watching it are finding it based on the title, and then they're going, what's going on? So now if we have like a little intro segment, which is what I tried to put together today. It didn't go that great, did it right? And then just like get into the topics on the stream title, knock those out of the way. I can even upload that maybe as like a separate 30-minute video. Because people are more likely to watch 30-minute video than 2 hours. Something. Yeah, that's actually SSL. You're totally right. Friday is the lowest. It's Friday or Thursday. They're pretty equal. Are the lowest views for the day. And it's not views as in all of YouTube. and it's not views as in like me viewing or even my videos. What YouTube does is it will, let me show you guys. This is how I've planned a lot of stuff. I've done so much research, and I'm always trying to do something. I'm always like working behind the scenes on something, studying, figuring out what I can do better for you guys, for the stream. Here, let me... So this is it. So it shows me, it doesn't show me when Shalom is on or when SSL is on, but it shows me when my viewers, mean people who are subscribed to me. And people who subscribe to me are watching videos, not even my videos, just watching videos on YouTube. So what we see is this is in GMT. Or this is in EST. What we see is 10 a.m. That's why I chose 10. You can see at 8 back here is when people start logging on. That's why the first one was at 8, and I didn't like how that went. See that almost every day of the week, people watching my videos, people subscribe to me, whatever they're doing on YouTube, most of them are on from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And we can also see right here, Friday and Thursday. Thursday only has 2 bars. The darker the bars are, the more people viewing. Thursday only has 2 bars of heavy viewership. Friday has 3. But Friday has a lot more of these void bars than the other days. And they're not staying on late. They get off at like 12. That's today, and we've seen viewership go down. So here's your little lesson on YouTube analytics and how much it knows. This is really, really great information though, like for a creator. That is amazing. It lets you know, when is the most likely time that your viewers are going to watch something you put out, especially live. So that's why we do it. You can see Friday was the least, so I'm pretty happy with how it went. I think we got 1,700 views or something. That's freaking awesome. Love you guys. I'll take it. Seems like the views are now coming back up. Now at like 100. You get 2 readouts. You get 2 readouts of concurrent viewers. One says 111, one says 117. I don't know. I think we looked at both of those, Scrapman, today. Both of those today. So yeah, that was a wrap up. Wow, we just hit 2,800 subscribers. Good show. Good show, mates. Show fam. We're gonna be at 13 before we even... It'll just be one day. One big volatility day, we'll have 1,300. Or 13,000. Freaking awesome. AA. My next target on Tesla is 2,200. Preferably looking, well, obviously before 31st. So yeah. Hope you guys loved it. Enjoyed it. I think we're just going to pull the plug. Viewership's down. Nothing's happening. If something crazy happens, guys, I'll be back on, as always. And count on that. Alright, so we're going to shut her down. Guys, before we go, real quick, make sure you're on the Discord. We have the after show chat 24/7 on the Discord. Always live. Grab that link. Discord link in the chat. Get in there. We also have 24/7 live streaming TA on the stream, or on the Discord. Man, my brain's all jumbled. 24/7 live streaming TA in the Discord 24/7 chat, tons of trading educational material, content, good stuff. Get in there. We're waiting for you. And if you haven't yet, check out the Patreon. Shameless self-promotion. Check out the Patreon. Daily posts with exclusive TA, trade setups, educational videos, educational content, all exclusive just for patrons. Till the end of the month, it is currently discounted. Anyone who signs up will lock in and grandfather that rate forever. Starting September 1, new patron signups will be at $50. Going up a lot. So check it out. So far it seems everyone really pleased with how it's going, so come join our fam. Remember on BTC, not until I hit end stream, buddy. As soon as I hit end stream, it will. Should I send it by hitting end stream? I think so. We just dropped under 100 viewers. It's time to end it. Love you guys. Check out Patreon. Get on Discord. Like, subscribe, dislike, don't care. Also, guys, big request, big favor I'm asking. Could you guys leave comments? Just when I end this, you should be able to leave comments on the video. Just leave a comment. It helps with the engagement. You don't have to do it, but some people will. And if you do, I appreciate you, because that helps. It helps with the engagement, which is a large factor. All right. Just got an alert for Rep USD right as I started to hit it. Rep USD. We're gonna just open this, see if it's spicy. If it's not spicy, then it'll fake out. Yeah, there we go. Rep USD heading for $29 right now. That's all the TA we're getting on it. I'll post some more in the Discord then, probably, so when I have a minute. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. East. Same time, same place. Love you, fam.